Speaking of the majors, the first major of the year is coming up this week. In fact, the Players' Championship is upon us. Peter Finch, having played TPC Sawgrass multiple times, tell us about the course, tell us about this championship, tell us about what it means to go and win it, because that is obviously something that you've done hundreds of times in your mind, at least.
Yeah.
You played it recently a couple of times. What do we have to look forward to? Who's going to win it? Who's going to suck? And what should we be looking out for?
So I'm actually going back to play at TPC Sawgrass in a few weeks.
Again.
And I am really, 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 really looking forward to it. Because I wanted to play TP Sawgrass literally all my life. And I've played it twice in the past 2 years. And each of those occasions has been some of the worst weather that you could play golf in.
Oh my God, yeah, I remember.
It has been bone-shakingly cold. Then it has been arse-drenchingly wet, whatever that means, coupled with coldness.
Yeah, the coffee. Yeah.
I want to go and play it on a nice day where I have some form of control over what I'm doing, because it's not been the case. And it's such a... The golf course is so positional. Like the way it's been designed by Pete Dye, it's kind of, and his wife, 17th, Alice, shout out. The way it's designed and the way it's structured is, there's very few places where you play like little low chasers or like chip and runs or anything like that. You've got very set challenges on each tee. You could go here and it's going to leave this shot. If you miss it there, you're going to be in trouble this way. It's so course management based. It's a real architectural kind of gem. And I don't really feel I've experienced that, to be honest. I'm kind of like just gripping on and hoping it goes somewhere.
Yeah, you haven't battled the course yet. You've battled the weather.
Yeah, I think it's a course where the better you are as a golfer, the more you enjoy it.
Right. Because you're starting to think about why I'm hitting it there.
Yeah, I think if you're like a high handicap golfer, you're not a very good ball striker, I don't think you would necessarily enjoy this golf course. So I do think that. So I think, if you are going to play, just be aware of that, I think. The golf course itself, where am I at? What am I saying here? Where do we get to?
Yeah, the golf course.
I kind of think I've been lost a little bit there.
Yeah, you were talking about how it's shot making and everything like that.
You know what? Actually, it flashed across my memory, like the last time I played 17, just as I was ending that sentence.
Yeah.
It was such a vivid image that I literally forgot what I was saying.
So speaking of the weather and the 17th, I looked up what the weather is going to be for the tournament rounds.
And what is that?
60% chance of rain on the Thursday, the opening round, with some light-ish winds. And then Friday and Saturday, the wind on... it's going to be slightly warmer and dry. But the wind on 17 is going to be into and across.
Nice.
On 17, which means that the hole that we've, let's be honest, all been looking forward to seeing people play is going to be playing almost its hardest on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is great news for viewers, not so great news for the people trying to hit the green.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
I mean, can I be completely honest with you?
You can.
I was a little bit disappointed by 17. Oh. Just because every single shot that you see of that hole is a drone or it's an elevated shot because you want to see the island green. So when you get on the tee, it's all quite relatively flat and obviously you can't see behind the green. So you just got all the water like surrounding it. It loses its impact a little bit.
Oh.
It's one of the most iconic holes in golf. It's still great, but yeah, it was just a slight...
Well, it's what you said about the whole of that course as well, in terms of the raised tees.
Oh yeah, no. Like for me, the whole course could benefit from every single tee box being raised about 10 foot.
So you have a better view of what you're hitting into.
Yeah.
So it's not.
It's just some of the bunker work is like some of the best you've ever seen, and like from a on the ground perspective, it's difficult because you can't really see it. It's
I've always thought like being a bird would be like better than being a human, but this is the one context where I think that's actually true.
You are a bird.
Like the drone, all the drone footage that you see of that golf course is you can see the strategic nature of it. But when you're on the ground, it'd be great if you could just see it just a little bit more, just a little bit more. But those are my only complaints, and I know I'm very kind of spoiled in this view.
And this time around, when you go and play it in a couple of weeks' time, you're hoping for good weather.
I just hoping to shoot the 70s, to be honest with you.
Oh, right, okay, good.
Still has a broken
The other thing that can affect how you go and play this golf course is, of course, your own physical health. You're coming off battling a shoulder injury. Rory McIlroy pulls out of the Arnold Palmer with a back spasm.
Yeah.
Are we worried? Should we be a little bit worried about Rory coming into the major season, or is everything going to be fine?
I mean, if it is just a back spasm, then no. Like, they can just flare up and go. But whenever it's anything to do with a back, it's always a little bit twitchy because you just can't get around it. I don't think so. Like, even when he withdrew, it was more of it felt like he was being more precautionary than anything. And obviously, if you're going to be kind of heading into the Masters defending, you want to make sure you're right for that. Like, you don't want to risk it on albeit an elevated PGA Tour event. You're not going to risk that if it puts in doubt that you could play in the Masters. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I don't think we should be too worried yet. I don't think.
No,
I think it'll be fine. Even though this is the first major of the year.
Yeah. So does this mean that the golf season has officially begun?
Yeah, I'd say so. This is the start, isn't it? I'd say, like, the first big event that we've got. Obviously, we've had, just had Bay Hill. You've had, Pebble Beach as well. Big events, but this one just seems to just mean that little bit more.
That was excellent. You don't think it means more?
What, do I think it's the fifth major?
No, that's not what I asked. What I'm asking is if there is a hierarchy. And normal PGA Tour events are here.
Yeah.
Elevated events are here. Is there a gap between elevated events and the majors where the players lives?
No. It's just it's a really good event. It's a good event. It's a good event.
Golf course.
It's a good event at a great golf course. Let's just be happy with it. Let's just enjoy the fact that it's a great moment in the PGA Tour season. It's their flagship event. That's great. Let's enjoy it. Really strong field, there's always drama, some great winning, great trophy.
Good trophy.
Great trophy, going for gold. Not only in their advertisement on this event that they're trying to claim it's a fifth major, they're even stealing from the Olympics now. Yeah. Going for gold.
Yeah, and March will be major.
March will be major. March will be a lot better if you stop trying to call it the fifth major. That'd be great. The thing is, it's not like I dislike the players or that I really don't like the course or I don't like the fact that this is the flagship event. All those things are great, but the PGA Tour don't own a major. So what they're trying to do is cover the players in sugar, force it down our throats, slap us on the tummy and say, wasn't that a nice major? Wasn't that a nice major? And then you turn around and say, it's not a major, then they gag you, throw you in the basement, and then say you're not coming out until you reconsider what you've said. It is a major. And they say, not a major. And then before you know it, you're in there 10 years, and it's still not a major. It's a great event. Yeah. Just be happy with it being a great event. We don't need another major. Literally don't need another major. We definitely don't need another major in the USA. So if you're going to create another major, you know what? How about doing that? How about you just make the USPGA a good major?
Yeah, deal with the actual majors
fix
first.
the ones you've already got before we get you a new one.
We've got 4.
Yeah.
I don't think in the ladies' game that having more than that kind of really makes any more excitement around these events. No. It just gets a little bit confusing. Like, let's just have 4. Let's be happy with it. Let's alter the USPGA. Let's try and make that something which everyone gets excited about rather than just consistently ranks at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah.
And let's do that.
Yeah.
Like, let's just try and make the best of what we have rather than adding in something or morphing something which is already absolutely fine into something which literally nobody wants.
I'm with you. I think it makes sense.
The other thing that will stop...
Kieran.
I also completely agree, but it is,
Well, when that advert came out, you stood up and applauded.
March major.
You know what,
March major.
You know what it is going to be.
Another one.
Yeah, so the problem with it is that because the PGA own the players, it's the players of the PGA Tour who get invited to come and play in it. If they did make it a major, they'd have to open it up to live players. And they're never going to do that, are they?
That's true, yeah.
But no,
John Rahm would qualify.
There's no...
Bryson DeChambeau would get in.
So the thing is with a major, there's no... Like the Open, US Open, the Masters, US PGA, they were majors because they grew into that during the early formation of golf. It wasn't like the Open suddenly came out in Prestwick when they sat around that pub table deciding what they were going to do and said, this is going to be one of the 4 major championships in the world. 100 years from now, it is going to be it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
Brian Harmer will win this one day.
Yeah. So like anybody can come out and say we're going to make this tournament a major, but unless it has the backing of the entire world of golf, and it has to be, it's nebulous. Like who decides? No one decides if it's a major. Everyone just has to come together and say, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. But they're not going to do that because it's not a major.
Yeah. Why don't they call it the match?
In history.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right. And I understand why the PGA Tour would want it to be a major, but I don't feel that the PGA Tour want to make this a major because of the history and the legacy of the game. They want to make it a major so they own one of them.
Yes, definitely.
And I don't think that feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, I know it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
They even make bespoke graphics for the players.
Yeah.
Everything else is like PGA Tour unless it's a major, and then they do different graphics. But the players has TV bespoke graphics as well.
The major the players has always been known as that. But obviously, it's just been the fact that
It's the PGA Tour that says, "Oh yeah, this is the field's strongest in golf." It's
well,
not.
It's
kind of like, this is the fifth. This is the fifth major.
Yeah.
It's the fifth major. Oh, you look forward to the players this year. PGA Tour exec with his time. What do you mean the fifth major? What do you mean the fifth major?
There's a directive email that says whenever you mention the players, please call it the fifth major.
For the first 3 months when you're out the pub and everyone talks about the players, just say the fifth major.
Do you mean the fifth major?
Yeah. Do you mean the fifth major? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. We're going for gold in March, by the way. Who's excited about that? Yeah. It's a great trophy, though.
It is a great. Can you explain the trophy as well? Isn't there something that every single year it gets?
Right. When you edit this podcast, can you have a look to see if this is right? Because I don't know if I'm just having a fever dream. Mm-hmm. So
Carly's shouting at you.
The trophy, the trophy at the end of every tournament. Last year, Scotty Scheffler kind of won this event.
No, he didn't.
No, he did. Rory
won it.
Jesus.
He hates it that much. He just
I'm just blocking it. So
remember, they have to come back the next day and finish.
So Rory won this, and what they do, from my memory, is take the swing of the winner and fold it into the design of the next trophy. So if Rory McIlroy won this, the Players, 10 years in a row, his swing would eventually become the trophy.
Right.
So if Xander Schauffele wins this Players, his swing will be slightly incorporated into the trophy, so it will change a little bit and it'll morph. So after a certain amount of time, the trophy will become like the perfect kind of golf swing. Now, I really hope that I've not just made this up.
Where did you? Do you remember? Because you obviously you said it a couple of months ago, but where did you actually find?
I'm sure I listened to it on when the Players was on one year. Right. And I was like, that's great, but I don't know if I just fell asleep and I dreamed it. I don't think I did. I'm sure I'm right in this.
It's one of those things that I wish is true because it does sound quite cool.
Sounds great.
I've been telling everyone for about 2 years that this is the case.
Is this you doing the fifth major thing where you're just telling everyone?
Maybe the last time I was there, they strapped me into a chair and flashed lights in my eyes.
Well, thank God Matt Wolf's not won it 10 years in a row.
Is there anything on this?
There is. So I think you are right.
Oh, thank God.
There have been 3 iterations of the Players' Trophy. The current one, the gold finish position golfer man, is a conglomeration of the finish positions of the winners of the trophy.
Wonderful.
You are correct.
How does that even get worked out?
So every year they take the typical finish position with an iron of the person who has won it, and they use a system that morphs it and the current trophy, and then they remodel the trophy to look like what the model spits out.
Yeah.
So if someone like Tommy Fleetwood, who has a very distinctive finish position, like you said, wins it multiple times, it eventually will morph into Fleetwood's finish position.
DJ is like the Boeing, just keeps going further and further, just like
Matt Wolf's takeaway is like over his head like this.
So yeah.
So it's true.
But that's
You
like
are right.
I would say like the finish position of like most golfers is pretty
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
like if it was Scheffler, his feet would just be the wrong way around.
that'd be dream.
How good would that be?
How good would that be?
How many
Sliding.
times has Scheffler won it? Has he won it a couple? Has he won it twice? Or has he
Twice.
just won
I
it
think
once?
twice, yeah.
Twice, yeah.
And he's the odds-on favourite.
Yeah.
He's plus 335, whatever that means, Jacob.